It's the last game. Before I crash. I don't care, but the team I built is unbeatable.
It is not an easy time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Ow!
Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles comes into this one after the win against the Suns. That game was a
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Yo, go get him, man.
Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines Arena with a look high above here in Miami. Everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. And as things get ready to roll, let's kick.
Well, guys, Ben Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football. Maybe one reason he's so comfortable attacking defenses.
And David, he is not shy about contact at all. Thanks. Now, Steve, you can see it. Some players starting to feel the fatigue of a long season. How much you think is from the travel aspect of being a player in the NBA?
Kevin, I think it's a lot about the travel. The travel is a grind, and I think being able to sleep on planes, that is an art. I couldn't do that, and I think that's what guys are trying to find different ways where they're comfortable getting a lot of rest on planes, but you got to find a way once you get to that city to, I guess, have some discipline where you can stay in, not go out to dinners, and spend a lot of times using that time to recover.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Mr. Perfect out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Bamba. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Brown the pass to Chen. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Irving. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Lakers.
And guys, I really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit. Chen. He's covered by Irving. Chen. And Bamba pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The 3, and that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3.
And just building on to the lead, extending it, trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
Back to Brown. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, slow starts right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Towns. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
They didn't play well in that second half. Had a big lead, but just didn't sustain the momentum and ended up giving it away.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Timberwolves. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Mr. Perfect. He feeds it to Bamba. Outside for Simmons. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You take a look at Los Angeles. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Mavericks. They have a lot of ground to make up.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world. How about to the fullest?
That's been the key. This coaching staff knows what their strengths are. They play to those strengths. That's how they've gotten the most out of their talent.
Irving passes to Mr. Perfect. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Mr. Perfect's got his second basket of the night.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Trying to end the drought.
And that ends the frustration. They've been ice cold to start this one.
Yeah, their first bucket of the night. You can hear the collective sigh of relief.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Back to Irving. The pass to Towns. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Chen passes to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Well, Heat fans not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
They sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
Miami shooting their first foul shot of the night.
You already said to me, Prime. I'm gonna call you Prime. You got 21 subs. I sub, bro.
Simmons with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Oh, I should have been Kyrie.
Irving passes to Mr. Perfect. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Man, hard to believe. Already they're staring at a double-digit lead, and we've just gotten started.
Fantastic effort. Right out of the gate, simply overwhelming their opponent.
Here's Mayo, and it's blocked.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
Mayo up top.
The only thing I didn't do is comment down.
It's good.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
So subscribing, I think will be enough to comment down.
9-point game. We come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Well, sometimes the away games brings guys together. It's you versus the world in that situation.
Passes it to Davis. He dishes it to Brown. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's Chen. It's rebounded by Towns.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the Heat call time here. Nice game. Great performance from Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. And you look at Mr. Perfect, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Pass to Chen. Excellent D there from Mr. Perfect. Lakers leading by 15. Pass to Bamba. And Davis pulls it down.
And you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's his first foul. Here is Perkins. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Put my hands up.
Outside Baylor. Kicks it to Mayo. He can't get that one to fall. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
They've got Paul George, and it's Chen in at the 1 spot. It's the group on the floor for Miami. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Mr. Perfect in the last outing against the Suns was outstanding. He finished with 39 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
Kicks it out to Baylor. And the pass to Boyd. Mayo left side. Clock is at 3. And here's George for 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Porter, bounce pass. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by George.
Come to me, come to me.
Here's Mr. Perfect, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's asked to guard a whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
Chen passes to Baylor. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. From deep three-point range. No good for Mr. Perfect.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Back to Baylor. There's the feed to Mayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Tries it from 19. Jump shot is good. Baylor's got 9. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by George. Here's Mr. Perfect. And the 3 off target. The Heat trail by 19. Pass to Chen. Back to Baylor. Chen, defended by Wilkins. Got a piece of it. Baseline jumper. The shot by Baylor, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Brown is checked in for George. And the Lakers also making a switch. Irving's checked in. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Fires for 3. And the Lakers get it back. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Timeout.
Mr. Perfect's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, 1 make and 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
And the Heat call time here.
When you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
And you look at Mr. Perfect, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his one-hand skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Now, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
From deep, basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster league that's taking a life of its own.
Chen passes to Brown. And it's the Lakers on the break. Jumps up, hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
It's Mayo on the wing, guarded by Porter. 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Irving, that's tipped, and he recovers it. That one goes in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Chen covered by Irving. Chen passes to Brown. Fast break, the Lakers. Irving leading the charge. And that one's good by Porter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Baylor. Can they get it? It's blocked. But they get it back. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Hawks. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Perkins is checked in for Miami.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
Brown against Irving. Now the pass to Baylor. 6 to shoot. Back to Brown. A three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Towns. Goes to the reverse layup and fits it in. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving against Brown. He kicks it to Baylor. In the corner, Mayo with it. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 7.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
And Roberts has it in the corner. High post shot. Miami grabs the miss. Baylor's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
A bit
Foul
of a
kicks to
corner.
Baylor.
That's terrible. I'm making sure I should not be missing that.
Knocked loose. Here's Brown. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brown's got his first basket. The Lakers with the ball. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Simmons checked in for Los Angeles.
Looks like this happened.
Brown against Irving. Brown dishes to Davis. Looking for Perkins. He gets it there. And the rejection by Towns.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Miami's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Perkins. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 23 to the inside. Inside. And Davis sends it back. And he's able to get it back. They get it back. Towns, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Brown feeling it out a bit. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 9 points for Kyrie Irving. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
Outside Baylor.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
And the Lakers making a change here. McCaw's checked in. 1:58 left to play here in the half. Baylor, that's good.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
That's jam!
Nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Down low, here's Perkins. The shot's good. Making the play.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
From outside the arc. Here's Simmons. And there's the bucket. Stand with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter. The Heat have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. Baylor passes to Brown. To the paint. Here's Perkins. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Perkins got his second basket.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen. He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Outside Baylor takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Irving against Brown. Kicks it to Davis. Back to Brown. Passes to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. Here's Perkins. Got a piece of it. McCaw, the bat to Mr. Perfect. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Shot clock doing his thing. He times it out perfectly.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Lakers ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 14-6 run. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right. And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game for Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got Mr. Perfect. Bamba is out there at Towns. Then it's Simmons. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Mr. Perfect. Miami grabs the miss.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Brown, good.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Those are the kind of looks you want to get coming out of the break. Get it in tight, get those high-quality chances in the paint.
Mayo trying to break loose. No good for Mr. Perfect.
Really, a lack of focus coming out of the break. So far, they are 0 for 3.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Lakers. Wide open. And that one comes up a bit short.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Good work there as it goes. Perkins got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Mr. Perfect. It's tipped. Feeds it to Bamba. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Chen. He's covered by Irving. Chen. Mayo, the pass to Chen. And here is Mayo. Shoots over Bamba. Shot by Mayo. No good.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
Steve, when you look back at your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
You know, I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trail Blazers. Those two teams, I think I had my best run.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's covered by Brown. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Bamba. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You really couldn't ask for a better finisher for that play. Bamba able to go above and beyond there. It makes him a humongous target.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Shot clock at 6. He claims that
double
on the
ball,
back and down it falls. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
He'd have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Back to Brown. Got a piece of it. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 36.
Head Curry.
And stolen by Perkins.
I'm right here,
Yeah, I guess
Collins,
when
for the
you're up
ball.
this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Pass to Chen. And the rejection by Town.
His foot movement is what makes Town such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Here's Mr. Perfect outside for Simmons. Oh, the jam by Ben Simmons.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
That's that Ben Simmons speed, bro.
Chen, he's covered by Irving. Poked away. Perkins, the pass to Mayo. Brown outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And Brown over to help. No good for Mr.
Yeah, no.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Chen covered by Irving. Over in the corner, Brown. The dish to Mayo. The pass to Chen. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
The Heat shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Chen. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Mr. Perfect. Miami grabs the miss. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Swanigan, he's checked in for the Lakers. Wilkins comes in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's George. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Wilkins kicks to George. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up to the stripe. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Inside and stolen by Perkins. It's George on the wing, guarded by Simmons. Here's Chen. The shot's good on the assist by George. 18 points for him.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Here's Mr. Perfect, covered by Perkins. Mr. Perfect, and stolen by Perkins. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Pass to Davis. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Chen. Second team shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
Right now, look for a rude awakening in the 4th quarter.
Free throw good from Baylor. 1:22 left in the 3rd. Here's Mr. Perfect, covered by Perkins. Kicks to Wilkins. Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's Porter. The stupendous finish in traffic. Porter's got 6 points.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with 2nd and 3rd chance opportunities.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the 2nd half.
Oh,
And the shot goes in.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on his heels.
Brown kicks to Perkins. Passes it to Mayo. Over Porter. Shot by Mayo is no good. The Lakers shooting 48% from the field as a team in this 3rd quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Lakers passing it around, and Towns gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Perkins in the corner. Here's Stinson, got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Here's Baylor. No good on the triple. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Back to the action after this word. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Okay. Ball move. No hold.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Brown will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They got Perkins. He's out there with Brown.
I got you, double.
In at the small forward. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
No good for Mr. Perkins. Miami's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. The pass to Brown. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Yeah, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. Passes it to Bolton. Cassell against Perkins. Down low. Pass to Bolton. Now Perkins. Here's Norman. It's rebounded by Towns.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And
So many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Brown kicks to Perkins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
Bamba is checked in for the Lakers. Cassell against Perkins. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Mr. Perfect. Good on the three-point shot. Mr. Perfect's got 43 points.
He just said, hey, put the team on my back, and I'm going to take you the rest of the way.
Cassell against Perkins. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom three teams all have the same odds for the top three spots now. And it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
Brown outside. Back to Perkins. He kicks it to Brown. To the middle. Perkins with the bucket. Perkins got 9 points now in just the second half.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
To the left side wing. And another three for the Lakers.
Not sure who was supposed to close out on him. Huge defensive breakdown.
This has been a running theme. Guys out of position, failing to contest. Just look at the scoreboard.
Knocked away. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Here's Mr. Perfect. There's the triple. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Brown outside. Back to Perkins to the inside. Here's Bolton. The rebound by Mr. Perfect. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-4 run. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And the pass to Norman. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Back to Brown. The teardrop falls in.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Passes it to Mr. Perfect. Pass to Bamba. Inside. Here's Mr. Perfect. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
McCaw, he's checked in for Los Angeles. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And here's George. Pass to Norman. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
Just 5 to shoot. Now, here's George. He's guarded closely. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Lakers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by George. There's the pass to McCaw. No good on the triple.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door. You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Here's Mr. Perfect, and he's good on the 3-ball. Mr. Perfect's got 55.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Brown, the pass to Davis. Inside. It's stolen. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by George. Davis with the double team. Inside, Swanigan. And he goes in for the dunk.
That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Miami's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Brown, the pass to Stinson. Dishes it to George. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Mr. Perfect. And it's off from three-point range. Passes it to George. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Mr.
I
Perfect.
ain't mean to pull that.
A three-pointer off the mark.
Cookie.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 9 assists now tonight. Here's Mr. Perfect. Bamba passes to Mr. Perfect. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, you know, these numbers, and players look around, and you know the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found and when the game is decided, and a lot of times on bad teams you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. Stripped it away. Fires the three, and got it. Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Kicks to Davis. He dishes it to Brown. Pass to Stinson. Shots good. Brown making the play.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 9 feet out. And again, that's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Chen. Outside for George.
How? How the fuck he picked the ball up?
And there's never been any question about.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? What the fuck? Now, what the fuck was that? I am fucking dead. It's okay. Count your fucking days. I'm gonna stop fucking with me. Y'all know that shit broke, man. Y'all a patch a jump shot before you fix that.
George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
Mr. Perfect, the pass to McCaw. Steve, looks like we may not have any more sleeved jerseys anymore as you look back. Is this the end of an era or the end of an error mistake?
Either way, I am happy, Kevin. I just didn't like the look.
I am too.
And I couldn't imagine being a player being able to try to shoot the basketball with sleeves.
It made no sense.
Not at all. So I'm looking forward not to see guys wearing, I would call it T-shirts.
This is perfect.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
A two-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Perfect.
what you like about his approach at the offensive end today, once he got into a rhythm, he stayed focused. That's why the points just kept coming.
Chen passes to Stinson. To the inside. Brown, good. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 assists. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this one.
Good on the triple.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
My last shot.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good.
Sub swap.
Here's Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I couldn't shoot.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one
I couldn't
easily.
let me
This
shoot.
one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans
I
were
got you,
waiting
Ho.
for something
Wolf
to get
Austin.
excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
I'm
They
about to
sure
sub
did.
that
I mean,
right
they
now.
just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy.
You got
What an
270,
efficient performance
271.
at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Nice number.
For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
I'm gonna hit
See you
double
next
tonight
time.
right now, too. Damn, why I get one dislike? Oh, okay. Should still say 742 subs. I'll wait and see.
I'm pretty sure this one's going on my highlight reel, guys. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Great game, guys. AI, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up, Charlie?
Guys in the studio have a few questions for you.
All right.
Media alcove right this way.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
This is Shaq. Another double-double for you tonight. Made it look easy, buddy. How are you able to control things on the offensive end with this level of consistency?
Well, a lot of what makes me look good is the system that we play in. You know, I don't really have to overthink possessions. I know my guys are going to be screening and cutting, and as long as we make the same reads, all I got to do is deliver the pass on time, and they take care of the rest. It's a really easy team to play on.
You keep playing like that, buddy, you're going to win many championships. Good luck to you, son.
That's the plan.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always our pleasure, although sometimes it's yours as well. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille, Ernie Johnson, have a great night.
Here you go.
Alright. I'm gonna. The other videos, man, y'all go check them out, man. Sunflower, let y'all do the books.